Good morning everybody. Yesterday only we were discussed about some problems on the invertible. We remember always on the basement of the vertible 100% they will definitely ask this type of the 5 marks questions. Okay, remember this one question is asked 3 times, 15 March, 16 June and 18 March. That's why it's a very important question for the 5 marks. It's very simple questions. If you are passing students are there, that type of the student, it is a better to solving this type of the questions. Okay. Now we come to the solution part. What is the given question is there? There is a function given, that is the function is from r plus to 4 to infinity. R plus, it means that non-negative real numbers. It means that real numbers which are always a positive number. Don't consider negative numbers. It is numbers from 4 to infinity, given by f of x is equal to x square plus 4. This is a given function is there, and show that f is invertible. If suppose we have to tell about this, the f is invertible, what is the condition it satisfied? It must and should be satisfied the 1 1 and onto. With inverse f inverse of f, we must and should we find the f inverse of f, given by f inverse of y is equal to root of y minus 4. Okay, now r plus is set of all non-negative real number. Okay, now come to the point. What is the given function is, once again we should write f from, there is a function r plus 2, so there is a 4 and infinity, f from r plus 2 4 to infinity. And what is the function is there? So should write, that is once again f of x is equal to x square plus 4. F of x is equal to x square plus 4. Now, if you showing this is invertible, you must and should be satisfied the 1 1 and onto. Afterwards it includes, it satisfies the f inverse. Okay, now first you should satisfy the 1 1. First you should satisfy 1 1. So it is already we know that 1 1 conditions by theoretically how to showing this is function is 1 1 and this is onto. Okay, now so okay, how to showing theoretically by the 1 1 functions? First you should consider for all x1 and x2 belongs to be a which set? That is the first set. So here in this function, which is the first set? This is a A and this is a B. Which is the first set? This is a R plus is a first set. Okay. So here there is a x is there. In the placement of x, I will fill x1. What happen? x1 square plus 4. And again in the placement of x, I will fill x2. What happen? F of x2 is equal to x2 square plus 4. By theoretically already we know that 1 1. What is 1 1? Satisfied f of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies that x1 is equal to x2. That's why similar that one procedure we followed. F of x1 is equal to f of x2. What is f of x1? It means that x1 square plus 4 is equal to f of x2. It means that x2 square plus 4. If suppose this 4 is shifted into LHS side, what is what it is happen? Minus 4, this is plus 4 and minus 4 is cancelled. This x2 square is shifted into, so what's remaining? x1 square is equal to x2 square is remaining. We need x1 is equal to x2 only, don't require this one of square. So that's why x2 square is shifted into LHS. We make that one, x1 square is already is there. This one x2 square is shifted into LHS side. What happen? Minus of x2 whole square is equal to 0. Okay, now if suppose this one is shifted into LHS side, what's remaining in the RHS side? It's only remaining a 0 only. Okay, now this is in the form of, so it is in the form of a square minus b square. It is in the form of a square minus b square. What is the formula about this one, a square minus b square? Its formula is a plus b and a minus b. Its formula is a plus b and a minus b. You should write that one in the form of a plus b, a minus b. I will write x1 plus x2 and x1 minus x2 to make equal to 0, to make equal to 0. This is then takes as a, so x1 plus x2 and x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. Next, what to do here only? ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅದರ? So this is a one equation, this is a one equation and this is a one equation. Those two equations are related by the multiplication. Those two equations are related by the multiplication and equal to 0. Those two equations are make independently equal to 0. ಅವೆರಡು equations ಗಳನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ separate ಆಗಿ equal to 0 ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ರಿ. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. Those two equations are made equal to 0 by independently, and it means individually separate ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. Those are related by the multiplicative. So it means x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. From these two equations, which equation satisfies x1 is equal to x2? Just you have to concentrate on that only. If suppose x2 is shifted into RHS side, what happen? x1 is equal to minus x2 happen. If suppose x1 minus x2 is shifted into RHS side, what happen? x1 is equal to x2. It means that x1 is equal to, if suppose this one is shifted into RHS side, what happen? This one is converted into positive of x2. We need only x1 is equal to x2. F of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies that x1 is equal to x2. Okay na, x1 is equal to x2. So we get this one value, x1 is equal to x2 value. So here if you supposed to solve this one equation, we didn't getting the value of x1 is equal to x2. That's why it's doesn't equal to 0. That's why it's doesn't equal to 0. So just how much of the equations are there, we don't concentrate on that one only. So out of those are all the equations, which equation gives the x1 is equal to x2, that is important. So ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ equations ಇರಲೇವು. ಸೊ 2 ಇರಲಿ 3 ಇರಲಿ 4 ಇರಲಿ, ಆ 4 ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಒಳಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ x1 is equal to x2 ಕೊಡುತ್ತಾ, ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಫಿಶಿಯಂಟ್ ಟು ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ 1 x1 is equal to x2 ಬಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮುಗೀತದ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ f of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies x1 is equal to x2, that is f is 1. Some students are confused about this one. x1 is equal x1 plus x2, it's doesn't equal to 0, but how to showing this one 1? But so whatever, how much of the equations are doesn't satisfying x1 is equal to x2, it's not a necessity for ours. But so how much of the equations are satisfied the x1 is equal to x2 is necessity. Okay now, this is not necessity, it is doesn't consider that one, just only concentrate this one, x1 is equal to x2. So f of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies x1 is equal to x2. That's why f is ಏನಾತ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ f is 1 satisfied. f is 1 satisfied. Okay now, next we go to the onto functions. Onto function. What is the definition about onto function? Onto is for every element in set B has at least one free image in a set A ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. For every y belongs to B, there exists x belongs to A. Okay now, for all small y, it means that number of elements which are present in a set B, number of elements which are present in set B, so belongs to B A. What is a set B? Set B is, what is set B here is there? So set B is 4 and infinity. 4 and infinity. Onto it means that so f of x is equal to so x square plus 4. We already know that what is the procedure to follow in the previous problems to follow the onto procedure. It's very simple. Just we can always x can be expressed in terms of y. Okay now, in terms of y, it means that f of x can be written as y. Y is equal to x square plus. So always we can x is an express in terms of y. It means that x ಅನ್ನ y ದೊಳಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರತ್ತೇನು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ always we should make so there is a x is only present on the RHS side. X is only present on the RHS side. With x no one element is present in the RHS side. If suppose with x something is there, it is not a expressed x in terms of y. That's why we should always shift whatever elements are there with the x to the y. Okay na, to the LHS side. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ, RHS ಕಡೆಗೆ x ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಉಳಿಬೇಕು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಉಳಿಬೇಕು. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಎಲ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈ. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಾದ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ನ ಜೊತೆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಎಲ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈ. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈ. ಸೊ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, 4 is shifted into LHS head. What happened? Y minus 4 is equal to x square. So with x, no one element is present with that one element, which only a single element x is required. We don't needed the x square. We just needed the x only. Don't needed that is a value of x square. This is x square is considered 2 times of x into x. We don't needed that is x into x. Just only needed x. That's why this square is shifted into LHS side. What happened? Yenagutta 2 is shifted into LHS side. What happened? This one is converted into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 it means that root of y minus 4. Root of y minus 4. It means that suppose 2 is shifted into LHS side, it means that if it is shifted into LHS side, it is converted into 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is root. 1 by 2 is root. Root of y minus 4 is equal to x. X is equal to ಏನಾತ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ x is equal to root of y minus 4. X is expressed in terms of y. X is expressed in terms of y. This is the value is called as an x is expressed in terms of y. ಇದಕ್ಕಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. LHS ಕಡೆ x ಇರಬೇಕು, RHS ಕಡೆ y ಇರಬೇಕು. If suppose this equation is contained the x, it doesn't consider as x is in terms of y. ಓಕೆನಾ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ x ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರ x in terms of x ಆಗುತ್ತಾ ಹೊರತು y ದೊಳಗೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೇನ್ ಬೇಕಾ, x is in terms of y ಬೇಕು. Okay, now this one x is, if suppose this one x is shifted into here, this one is x is shifted into here, what happened? F of root of y minus 4 suppose we shifted in the placement of x, it gives again a y. So if you shifted into the y f of y minus 4, it gives the y. You check that one. So if you suppose this one is shifted into in the x, if you keep this one root of y minus 4, wherever there is a x is there, in that place root is cancelled, y minus 4 plus 4 is remaining, 4 cancel, what's remaining? Y is remaining. Here there is a y is there, that's why we can take a y. If suppose I will keep in the placement of y x, it's again gets the value of x. Okay, now this type is there. This is f of x minus 4. F is onto. So f is 1 1 and onto. F is 1 1 satisfy to, onto satisfy to. Definitely f inverse is exist. Very simple. So f inverse existence is, it is very simple. F inverse existence is very simple. What your procedure followed here, already we did in the onto function procedure. Here already we did in the onto procedure. This procedure as you keep in the f inverse. What you have to writing this in the procedure about onto, same procedure as you keep in the f inverse. ನೀವು onto ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನನ್ನ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಏನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಹೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಫ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿತಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಸಾರಿ, x is equal to root of y minus 4 is belongs to be a, x is belongs to a first set. It means that we should write this is a r plus. So f inverse you must and should be write f inverse. It means that first one you should write f of x is equal to y. Same procedure as you followed in the onto functions, just you should keep in the placement of a f inverse. This is similar up to this one you should keep. These are all. Okay na, ಏನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಫಿಲ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, f of x is equal to x square plus 4 ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತ f of x ಅನ್ನ y ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ x square plus 4, ಈ 4 ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ y minus 4 is equal to x square ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, root of y minus 4 is equal to x ಆಯ್ತು. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಐತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, y minus 4 is equal to x square. ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. x is equal to ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ root of y minus 4. This is what is the mean of x. What is x? What is x? If suppose f of x is equal to y, we already know that is f of x is equal to y. If suppose I will shifted this one f into RHS side, what happen? I will shift this one f into RHS side. At that time, it will convert. What it will be convert? F is shifted into RHS side. What it happen? Inverse is happen. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ f inverse of y. It means that f inverse of y is equal to root of y minus 4, and here there is a y is there, that's why it is a y is there. If suppose I will keep x, so that is also x, root of x minus 4. So f inverse is existence. F inverse is existence. It is completed for the 5 marks. Very simple is there. Okay na? 1 ಮಾಡ್ರಿ onto ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ f inverse ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, onto ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಏನು ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಅದನ್ನ f inverse ಒಳಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. x ಅಂದ್ರೆ f inverse of y fill up ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಮುಗಿತು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ to getting the 5 marks. Okay na? So next one, we go to the next one. Question is next one question is let f from n to r plus be a function defined as a f of x is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Show that f from n to s where s is the range of f. Range of f is invertible. Find the inverse of f. Find the inverse of f. Find the inverse of f. This question is asked in 16 March and 17 March. F from n to r be a function f of x is equal to 4x square 12x plus 15. Show that f from n to s where s is range of f is invertible. And this one is question is asked. It's very important. This one is question also very important. This one is asked in 16 March and 17 March. 16 March and 17 March. Okay. So, concentrate students. What is the given is asking. There is a function f from n to r plus. It means that natural number to r plus. Be a function defined as there is a given quadratic equation 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Show that there is a f from n to s is s is range of f. It means that r plus elements, but which are the elements or ranges are there, we should write that is, and f is invertible. Find the inverse of f. Okay. So now coming to the solution part. Solution. So to write the what is the function f from r to s, and okay, f of x is equal to 4x square and 12x plus 15. There is a function is 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Okay. So first we should, if you going to satisfy there is a invertible. First you should satisfy the 1 1 and onto. injective and surjective. First you should satisfy 1 1. If it is satisfied, we check that one 1 1 1 1. Okay, what is the 1 1? There is a for all x1 x2 for all x1 x2 belongs to be a, for all x1 x2 belongs to be a first set. It means that first set, which is the first set, there is a first set is n, x1 x2 belongs to be a natural number. And next one, so here in the placement of x we should keep x1, in the placement of x keep x1, what happen? So 4 of x1 square plus 12 of x1 plus 15, 4x1 square plus 12x1 plus 15. So again we should keep in the placement of x, keep x2, what happen? 4 of x2 square plus 12 of x2 plus 15. By theoretical 1 1 proving, we should make f of x1 is equal to, what we should doing here only, f of x1 is equal to f of x2. Okay na, by theoretically how to showing, there is how to proving this is 1 1 satisfaction, f of x1 is equal to f of x2 in terms, it is implies that x1 is equal to x2. Okay na, so first we should write f of x1 is equal to f of x2. What is f of x1? We should write that one 4x1 square plus 12x1 plus 15 is equal to, what is f of x2? There is a f of 4x2 square plus 12x2 plus 15. If there is a 15 is shifted into LHS side, what happens? This one is shifted into LHS side, it is converted into minus 15. That's why this is plus 15 minus 15, both are cancelled. And what's remaining in the, so both of the side, 4x1 square plus 12 of x1 is equal to 4 of x2 square plus 12 of x2. Okay now we shifted the these RHS elements, these RHS values into the LHS side. ಇವನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ LHS ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ರಿ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. So 4x1 square plus 12x1 minus of, this is plus is there, if you shifted into LHS side, what happened? This one is converted into negative, 4 of x2 square, this one is shifted into LHS side, what happened? Plus is shifted into, so plus is converted into negative, 12 of x2 is equal to 0. What we are making here to getting the x1 is equal to x2, to get the values of, so for getting the values of x1 is equal to x2, what you have to do here only, so which values are contain the power 2, those are elements, those are values are make and collected one side. ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗಳು ಪವರ್ 2 ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬರೀರಿ. which values are contains the power 2, those are make and keep one side, and which values are contain the power 1 only, those elements are written here only one side. Okay na, ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ ಪವರ್ 2 ಐತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು 2 ಐತಿ, x2 ದಿನ ಪವರ್ ಏನೈತಿ 2 ಐತಿ, ಇದು ಏನೈತಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ x2 ದಿನ x1 ಇನ ಪವರ್ 2 ಐತಿ. ಓಕೆ ನಾ, those x1 and x2 power is 2, that's why those two elements are keep one side. ಅವನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬರೀರಿ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. 4x1 whole square, this is contain a minus, so that's why 4x2 square, and which values contains the power 1, and remaining elements we should write that one. What are the remaining elements? 12x1 and minus 12x2. okay na, 4x1 square minus 4x2 square ಮುಗಿದ್ಬಿಟ್ಲೆ ಉಳಿವೇನ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓದುವ, ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಬರೀರಿ 12 of x1 and minus of 12 of x2 is equal to 0, is equal to 0. Next what happen, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣಪ್ಪ. next here in between these two values, what is common value? There is a 4 is a common value. What's remaining in the bracket? x1 square minus x2 square plus, in between these two values, what is common value? There is a 12 is a common value, just you should write the, so x1 minus x2 is equal to 0, and 4 of x1 whole square minus x2 square plus 12 of x1 minus x2. Now we should consider, this is a one equation, this is another equation. we should consider this one equation, this is another equation. Those two equations are related by the plus. Okay now, so this is one equation and this is another equation. Those two equations are related by plus. Okay, so now this is the first and this is the second. From these two equations there is a one element, it means that one value is ಕಾಮನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೋಸ್ ಟು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. First you detect that one, what is the value is common in between these two values. What is the value is common in between these two values? What is common is there? Here x1 square minus x2 square, it is of the form a square minus b square. x1 square minus x2 square is in the form of a square minus b square. What is the formula of a square minus b square? A plus b and a minus b. Okay, we should write that one express as a x1 square minus x2 square can be written as, how to write that one? x1 plus x2 and how to write x1 minus x2. This is the formula of a square minus b square. That's why we should express in the form of a plus b, a minus b. A square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b. Next, should write plus of 12 of x1 minus x2 of is equal to 0. And now this is considered as a first element, this is considered as a second element. From these two equations, what is a value common? What is a value common? Here there is a value x1 minus x2. x1 minus x2 is a common in between these two values. That is a keep outside. adnen madri hagadre horagidri x1 minus x2. And what is the remaining value is there? What is the remaining value? 4 of x1 plus x2 plus of, here if suppose this one x1 minus x2 is shifted into LHS side, what happen? Plus 12 is equal to 0. Plus 12 is equal to 0. Here this is a one equation, this is a second equation, this is another one equation, this is another one equation. So those two equations are related by the multiplication. Those two equations are related by the multiplication equation. Now we will make those two equations make equal to 0 by the individually. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಆ ಎರಡು equations ಗಳನ್ನ individual ಆಗಿ equal ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. It means that separate ಆಗಿ equalate ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ x1 minus x2 is equal to 0 and 4 of x1 plus x2 plus 12 of is equal to 0. So from these two equations, which equation is gives the x1 is equal to x2, we just take that one only. So if suppose which equation is not given x1 is equal to x2, that's one we don't write that one. So just we should write this is not given, this equation is not able to give the x1 is equal to x2, that's why we should write this type doesn't equal to 0. It's just a right, doesn't equal to 0. And which equation gives the x1 is equal to x2, just you concentrate on that one. So just you took that one x1 is equal to x2. ಇದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವುದು x1 is equal to x2 ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, doesn't equal to 0 ಅಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾವ equation x1 is equal to x2 ಕೊಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು. f is ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ f of x1 f of x2 implies x1 is equal to x2 ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದೀಗ f is 1 1. This is to getting a 2 marks. This is procedure, whole procedure. If suppose they are asking the quadratic equation, x1 is equal to x2 ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ f is 1 1. Okay, now next you coming to the next one on 2. How to showing that one on 2 ನೋಡೋಣ. So we are going to satisfying onto function. How to satisfying that is onto function? So what is the definition about onto is? For every element which is present in set B, there exists at least one free image in a set A ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. For every y belongs to B, there exists a x belongs to A. Okay, we will write that one for all y belongs to A. for all y belongs to which set, it means that second set, and the second set andre yavadagutte r plus agutte. For every y belongs to be a r plus. Okay, we should write onto is f of x is equal to, once again we should write that is an f of x is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. f of x is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. What is f of x? This one is f of x, it means y, so should write that one. Y is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Y is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. Now our aim is to, what is our aim? Our aim is to x can be express in terms of y. Our aim is x can be express in terms of y. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? ಈ ಕಡೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ, 15 y minus 15 ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, 4x square plus 12x ಉಳಿತು. Again next how to do here only ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, in between x ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, x ಅನ್ನು ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗಿತೀರಿ, 4x plus 12 ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಿ. So it is possible if suppose this one is shifted into this 5, y minus 15 divided by 4x plus 12 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ is equal to x. It is we telling directly it is x is in terms of x ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ, x in terms of y ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾ? It is not possible because of here in this element, here in this value is again consider x value. Here this y is considered again a x value. Okay na, this is total equation is contained the x value. That's why we don't call it as a x is expressed in terms of y. ಓಕೆನಾ, ನಮಗೇನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ y ದೊಳಗೆ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಯ್ತು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ x ಒಳಗೆ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ y ದೊಳಗೆ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ y ದೊಳಗೆ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲೇನಿರ್ಬೇಕು, y ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಬಿಟ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್. when it is problem is arising when they were given only quadratic equation. quadratic equation ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ವೇ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಶಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವಾಡ್ರಾಟಿಕ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್, ಸಮ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೈ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಟು ಶಿಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು ಸರಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ another method for this one. It is not a good for shifting y minus 15 this type. Okay na, y is equal to 4x square plus 12x plus 15. There is another method is there to make x can be expressed in terms of y. ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರೂ x ಅನ್ನ y ದೊಳಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, one separate method. So that is called as an square of perfect method, perfect square method ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. That is called as an perfect square method ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, perfect square method. In this method is including two formulas. ಈ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ, ಎರಡು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾವನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ, a plus b square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. another one is a minus b whole square. This one is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Just concentrate on these two problems. Here there is a plus is there, that's why it becomes plus. Okay na, here there is a plus is there, that's why it becomes a plus. Here there is a minus is there, that's why it becomes a minus. Just concentrate, here there is a plus is there, that's why it is a plus is there, minus is there, that's why it is minus is there. That's one. So okay, here in this quadratic equation, first you should observe that one. Which value is contain the square? ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ನಾಗ ಐತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಐತಿ, 4x square ಐತಾ. ಟೋಟಲಿ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಸ್ a square. ವಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ 4x square ಅನ್ನ ಬರೀರಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, 4 ಅಂದ್ರ 2 square, x square both are then 2x square ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆನಾ, ವಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀಪ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ 2x whole square plus 12x plus 50. Okay na, first in this quadratic equation first you should observe which values contain the square. ಈ quadratic equation ಒಳಗ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ನಾಗ ಐತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನೈತಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ನಾಗ ಐತಿ, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಐತಾ So which is the value is contain the square, that value is considered as a ಓಕೆನಾ. ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ನಾಗ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅದೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ ಎ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. ಎ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2x ಆತೀಗ ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ 2x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಎ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2x ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2x ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ a is equal to 2x and from this one quadratic equation which value is contain both numbers and x. So in this quadratic equation which values contains numbers and variable andra x ಮತ್ತು ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೈತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಾ 2ab ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ 2ab ಆಗುತ್ತಾ. 2ab is equal to 12x. Now what we don't know, what you didn't know there, what they didn't getting, ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು b ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆನಾ. a ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಐತೆ 2ab ಐತೆ b ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ. If suppose they are given another value square that is connected, that is called and it is called as an b square, but here they are didn't given any one square but they are given only this one element. This is considered as a square and which element is contain x and number both, that is called as an 2ab is equal to 12x and we don't know about that is b square. Okay na. First you should go to the find the value of b square. ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಈಗ b square ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. Okay na. b square ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. How to finding that is a b square? It's very simple procedure. So in the placement of a, so fill this one value, fill that one value. What of 2x b 12x b 2 into 2 4. So 12x is equal to 4x x cancel 4 ones are 4 3s are what happen b is equal to 3. Okay na. Just you should observe these two equations always contains a square b square, not contain only b ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೈತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ b ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೈತೆ b is equal to 3. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು so we must and should be add and subtract 3 is not a 3 ಅಲ್ಲ 3 ಅನ್ನ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ addition subtraction ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು 3 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. add and subtract 3 square, it's not a 3. okay na, it's not a 3. add and subtract 3 square on RHS side ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಾದ್ರ RHS ಕಡೆಗೆ so ಒಂದ್ ಸಾರಿ add ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸಾರಿ so subtraction ಮಾಡ್ರಿ y is equal to 2x whole square plus 12x ಒಂದ್ ಸಾರಿ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ರಿ ಒಂದ್ ಸಾರಿ ಕಳೀರಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ plus 3 square minus 3 square plus 15 okay plus 15. next one what happened ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ y is equal to this is a square and this is a b square. Just you have to observe here, some students are confused about this one, why it is not taken as a b square, why it is not, some students are asking this type of the questions also. This is why you have to take the design, why you are not take the design b square. Just you have to listen here, just concentrate on those problems. So always there is a b square is positive. Okay na, always there is a b square is positive, plus b square minus plus b square. Okay na. So that's why always you should take that is a plus b square. Okay na. a square b square plus 2ab, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now we are confusing about this one. So which formula we can taken, which formula is suitable for taken, ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾವನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ there are two problems are there. if suppose in case of a plus b, if you suppose take a minus b, there is a total problem is wrong, 3 marks is going. okay na. so ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾವನ್ನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, should concentrate here, very simple. so behind of 2ab if there is a plus is there, behind of 2ab if there is a plus is there, so we should take a plus b. Behind of 2ab, if there is a minus is there, we should take minus. Just listen, behind of 2ab, if there is a plus is there, a plus b whole square, we should take. If suppose there is a behind of 2ab minus is there, we should take there is an a minus b whole square. Okay. So here, what is the sign is there behind of 2ab? Behind of 12, what is the sign is there? Here there is a sign is plus is there. Okay na? Here there is a sign is plus is there. That's why we should write a plus is there. It is right. We should write a plus b. Okay. What is a? What is a? It means that a it means 2x, and what is b? What is b? It means 3b whole square. And what are the remaining elements are operated? Those are all. Operating, those are all. It means that 15 minus 9, which is the biggest number. 15 is the biggest number. Its sign is plus. Plus 15 minus 9, it means that plus 6. Plus 6. This one now we have to easily express x in terms of y. Easily express x in terms of y. 6 is shifted into LHS side. Y minus 6 is equal to 2x plus 3 whole square. This square is shifted into LHS side. If suppose square is shifted into LHS side, what happen? Square is converted into root of y minus 6 is equal to 2x plus 3. So now this 3 is shifted into LHS side. This 3 is shifted into LHS side. Simply ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಆ 3 ಅನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. So this is 3 is shifted into LHS side. If suppose shifted into 3 into LHS side, it don't go to the inside a root. Just you have to concentrate on this one element also. This 3 is doesn't go to the inside a root. If suppose we write this type, if suppose we should write this, if you suppose we write this type, it is a totally wrong. We doesn't get a marks. Okay now 3 is don't interfere, don't enter into the root. We should always keep outside. We should always keep outside this type. Okay now next one 2x. 2 and x both are multiplicative each other. If suppose 2 is shifted into the LHS side, what happen? Root of y of minus 6 minus 3 divided by 2 is equal to x. What is the value? X is equal to x is equal to root of y minus 6 minus 3 divided by 2. Okay now here this one x value is shifted into the, this belongs to be a, for every y belongs to R plus, for x belongs to be which one first set is, which first set is, n is a first set, n is a first set. Okay, so in this one x is fill in the placement of x. What happen? Root of y minus 6 minus 3 divided by 2 is equal to, we get a y. If suppose here there is a y is there, that's why we get a y. If suppose if you fill x, what happen? This one, if you suppose we fill x, what happen? F of root of x minus 6 minus 3 divided by 2 is equal to, it means x. It's a answer. F is onto. F is onto. Okay. F is ಏನಾತ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ 1 1 and onto. F is 1 1 and onto. Definitely F inverse is existence. 1 1 onto ಆಗೈತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತದೋ F inverse 100% existence ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. onto ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬರೀರಿ. So similar procedure as you followed in the onto, just you should write this is up to this one, up to this one, ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಬರೀರಿ. ಇದೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. F of x is equal to y ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. F of x is equal to y ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಇದೇನ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ F inverse. F inverse, just very simple. As you followed in the onto, just we must and should be keep always copy that one. ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಬರೆಯೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ x ವರೆಗೂ ಬರೀರಿ. x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ x, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ x ಹಾಗಾದ್ರ x ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಫ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ f is shifted into y, what happen? F inverse of y. F inverse of y, root of y minus 3 6 divided by 3, sorry 2. So if suppose there is a y is there, that's why it is a y is there. If suppose shifted x, what happen? If suppose if fill x, what happen? This one, root of x minus 6 minus 3 divided by 2. So F inverse is existence. It's very simple, is that? Okay na? Okay, next one, we are going to the next one problem is I am going to the next one. Problem is, this is also a very simple question. To give the quadratic equation, consider f from r plus 2 5 comma infinity. Sorry, there is a minus is there, minus of minus 5 comma infinity given by f of x is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5. 9x square plus 6x minus 5. Show that f is invertible. Show that f is invertible with f inverse of y root of y plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3. F inverse of y root of y plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3, it is the answer. So here there is a, this is also important question for the 5 marks, So they are here only given, that is a quadratic equation, f of x is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5. So they are asking also should show that is an invertible. Before we if you going to satisfy that, if you going to f is invertible, it means that we must and should be satisfies the 1 1 and 2. Okay, first solution part, what is the function is there to write that one, f of r plus 2 minus 5 to infinity, f from r plus 2 minus 5 to infinity. So there is a function is what they are given, a function f of x is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5. F of x is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5. Okay, so 1 1 function, how to satisfy that is 1 1. So first you should write for all x1 x2 belongs to be a which set? So it is a first set. Okay now, so in the placement of x, fill x1. What happen? 9 x1 square 6 of x1 minus 5. In the placement of x, should keep x2. What happen? 9 of x2 square plus 6 x2 minus 5. So to make f of x1 is equal to f of x2, to implies x1 is equal to x2. Okay, f of x1 is 9 x1 square plus 6 x1 minus 5 is equal to, so 9 x2 square plus 6 of x2 minus 5. This minus 5, this minus 5, both are cancelled, and what's remain value? 9 x1 square plus 6 x1 minus of 9 x2 square minus of, sorry, it is plus is there, 9 x2 square plus 6 x2. So these values are shifted into LHS side. ಇವನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ LHS ಕಡೆಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. 9 of x1 square plus 6 x1 minus of 9 x2 square minus of 6 x1 is equal to 0. And next one, along this one equation, which values contain the power 2? Those values are make and collected the one side. ಇವಾಗ ಯಾವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಗಳು ಪವರ್ 2 ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. 9 x1 square, this is a value which is contain the power 2, this is a value which contains the power 2. So both are the values to collect and make, keep a one side. 9 of x2 square. So next one, plus of 6 x1 minus, sorry, here I made some mistake, 6 minus 6 2 minus plus 6 1 minus of 6 x2 is equal to 0. In between these two values, to make a common, what is common? 9 x1 square minus x2 square plus, in between these two values, to take common, it's a 6 is a common, 6 of x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. In between these two values, this is the first value and this is the second value. In between these two values, to take a common value, what is the common value? This is a square minus b square form. In this form, we can write a square minus b square, a plus b, a minus b, x1 plus x2 and x1 minus x2 plus of 6 of x1 minus x2 is equal to 0. In between these two values, what is the common value? x1 minus x2 is the common value. That's why we should keep that one outside, x1 minus x2. What's remain? 9 of x1 plus x2 plus of 6 is equal to 0. So these two, this is the equation, this is the equation, both are the equation to make equal to 0 individually. Averna ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ individually equal ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, x1 minus x2 is equal to 0 and 9 of x1 plus x2 plus 6. So it is doesn't equal to 0. This equation is doesn't make 2 equal to 0. Just you concentrate this one only, x1 is equal to x2. That's why f is 1 1. Okay na, x1 is equal to x2 atandra f is 1 1. We got a 2 marks. Next we go to the satisfied onto. We go to the onto functions. How to satisfying that is onto functions? Onto functions. First you should take that is onto functions. How to take this one? Onto is, onto it means that first you should write that is an for every y belongs to be a b set. It means that b set is minus 5 and infinity. And next one, f of x is equal to, what is the value? Given function is 9x square plus 6x minus 5. So and f of x can be written as y is equal to 9x square plus 6x minus 5. So now if suppose this one shifted into minus 5 shifted into LHS side, we are not getting a easily x can be expressed in terms of y. So just why, so you must and should be use the perfect square method. Perfect square method. Perfect square method. We already know that in the previous problem we solved this one, perfect square method. So here this one including two formulas, a square plus b square and a square plus b square minus plus of 2ab, and this one includes two formulas. So those are two formulas, a plus b whole square and a minus b whole square. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and a minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. And so here we can express this one, 9x square can be expressed as a 3x whole square plus 6x minus 5. It is correct. Okay, 3x square plus 6x minus 5. So according to this one, from this one quadratic equation, which one values contain the power, that is called as an a, and which one is contains a is equal to 3x, and which values contains number and variable, which values contains number and x, that is called as an 2ab. 2ab is equal to 6x. In the placement of a we should keep into 3x. B is equal to 6x. What happened? B is equal to 2 into 3 is 6x. So 6x is shifted into this one RHS side. What happened? Multiple. So it is cancelled. What's remaining? B. What's remaining? 1 is remaining. Okay. This one 1 is once added and minus 1 square on RHS side. ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ RHS ಕಡೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, 1 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, 1 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. y is equal to 3x square, y is equal to 3x square plus 6x, 1 square 1 time adding, 1 time subtracting, 1 minus 1 square minus 5. Okay now, next one, this is considered as a square and this is considered as a b square. Don't to consider b square, this one minus b square, because of here there are two formulas are there, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. We should always concentrate on this one. B square it is always didn't consider as a negative sign. B square ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, b square ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ don't consider as a minus 1 square as a, so b. Okay na, just you should consider this one plus 1 square. Plus 1 square is considered as a b square. This is called as an 2ab. Y is equal to which formula is suitable for this one, a plus b whole square or either a minus b whole square? Which formula is better to take this one? Because a plus b whole square, because of which formula we have to taken, this is our defense upon, it is a defense upon only behind of 2ab which sign is there, behind of 2ab which sign is there. Here there is a plus is there, that's why we should write plus. If suppose there is a minus is there, we should write minus. Okay now, behind of 2ab plus 6x is there, behind of 6x what is the sign is there, plus is there, that's why you must and should be a plus b whole square ಬರಿಬೇಕು ನೀವೀಗ 3x plus what is b, its b is b square, minus 1 square is minus 1, minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6, minus 6 and shift ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, y plus 6 is equal to 3x plus 1 whole square, this square also shifted into LHS side, what happened, root of y plus 6 is equal to 3x plus 1, so this one is shifted into LHS side, what happened, minus 1 is equal to 3x and this 3 is shifted into LHS side, so root of y plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3 is equal to x, x is equal to ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ root of y plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3, this one 3 is, if suppose 3 is suppose this one 3, this one is x is shifted in here only, if suppose this one x is shifted in this one, what happened, f of root of y plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3, what happened, if suppose this one x is shifted in, keep in the placement of x, it's again gives a y, so here there is a y is there, that's why it gives the y, if suppose I will keep x, what happened, x plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3 is equal to, it's again gives a x, f is 1 1, ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈಗ f is 1 1 and onto, so definitely f is onto ಆತೀಗ, f is onto, afterwards f is 1 1 and 2, f inverse is existence, f inverse exist, f inverse existence, it is also very simple, so what you have to did in the procedure about onto functions, same procedure you followed in f inverse, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ similarly f of x is equal to y ಬರೆಯೋದು, similar procedure I followed in the onto functions, just you should take up to this type, it belongs to be a r plus onto ದೊಳಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ, onto ದೊಳಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ, ಇದನ್ನ belongs to be r plus ಅಂತಂದು, so okay up to ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, onto function f inverse ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ರಿ, up to ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ f inverse ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ರಿ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ x ಅಂದ್ರೆ what is the mean of x, it means that x is equal to f inverse of y, that's why replacement about x is, it should be a f inverse of y is equal to root of y plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3, y ಐತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ y ಮಾಡ್ತಿ, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ x ಅನ್ನ ಫಿಲ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ x plus 6 minus 1 divided by 3, ಓಕೆನಾ, f inverse is exist, f inverse is exist, it is a, ಏನು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ it is now we get a 5 marks, okay.